Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much doing there. Up to the 23.
And that's why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. Everyone's doing that because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D-lineman to make the play.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there for KC. 45 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Chiefs have moved out in front. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, here's Tryin Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half. And
now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Yellow!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That will allow for excellent coverage. And
now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That'll be caught. It's Tony. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney. 40 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. Mayfield. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 15.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Let's go.
A give up the middle to Evans. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He finds his target. It's Evans. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He's got Otten. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Mayfield down. This will be caught. It's Waddle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Mayfield off the play fake. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. That he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down, Mayfield. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Evans running behind center. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Screen play, McKinnon. Touchdown! Jerick McKinnon. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And some space here. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The throw over the middle taken in.
Down inside the 10.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Evans. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it's just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this